What's up, everyone? Welcome to S&J Sports Talk. Here with my co-host Stanley. How's it going, bro?
Man, it's going all right, man. How
It's
are
going
you?
all right. I'm doing all right. What's
Yes,
new in
sir.
life?
Man, just working hard, hardly working. But everything's good, man. And enjoying these NBA playoffs. I know we want to get into that for all the listeners. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. So, guys, real quick, check us out Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those podcast platforms, guys. We're on all of them, guys. And check us out on Instagram, too, S&J Sports Talk, all right? Like I said, appreciate all the subscribers and whatnot. We're over 50 subscribers now, so
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man.
we appreciate y'all.
We have a very
listening.
genuine, I like the word you use, authentic. Authentic following.
Yeah.
Because all of you all who follow us, y'all message us, y'all support us. And we didn't take like a shortcut route to get a whole bunch of followers and subscribers. We're not, doing this thing on some money hungry, trying to get views for YouTube. Like, we love doing this, man. I enjoy spending time with my brother and creating this podcast. And I enjoy the fact that y'all enjoy what we speak about in our perspective on things. So we're going to get into it today because we got this Ja Morant situation going on in the NBA. And we got these Western Conference Finals between the Lakers and the Nuggets. That's about to be a series, bro. That is about to be a series. And then we got Miami, Boston. And I'm gonna have an interesting take on that series too.
That's going to be interesting.
But before we get into the Ja Morant situation, brother, I told you about the Philadelphia 76ers. I told you they ain't going nowhere. I told you go back to any of the videos. I was like, I said Milwaukee or Boston are the teams. Milwaukee, they got caught up, got beat by Miami and playoff Jimmy Butler. But Philadelphia, I told you, I said, James Harden and Embiid are the worst two people you could have leading a team. Not Embiid being a bad player, not Harden being a bad player. They don't seem to have that we gonna do whatever it takes to win this game mentality. The way they lost that game 6 and then lost game 7, man. When I was watching game 6, they were up by about 10 points.
Yep.
In the fourth quarter, and then they lost the game
on their home court.
On their home court, they're close.
They go to Boston.
So I said,
they
don't believe in themselves. So if they can't believe in themselves, I'm sure not believing in them.
You're right. You did tell me about Philly.
You did tell me about Philly. You kept talking about you kept saying they were the team over Boston, right?
I was.
Boston put them in their place.
I was right for a moment.
Without their coach, without their old coach, I didn't think Missoula was gonna pull it off.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see Jason Tatum going 51 points, but Boston was the better team, bro.
See, but that's the thing. He was struggling all series, so people started talking like, Tatum, Jaylen Brown's the main player, and then Game 7, Tatum's like, y'all done forgot why LeBron and Kobe mess with me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all done forgot this stuff. So, yeah, shout out to Boston. But let's get into this Ja Morant situation. There's a lot happening, man. What you got, man?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the Ja Morant situation. So, basically, guys, another video of him waving a gun around. Basically waving a gun around in the video or whatnot. So, and I'm sure you guys already know how everyone reacted to that. But what are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts? My first thought is I felt bad for it because I was like, dude, they
you knew how the NBA was about to come down on him.
My first thought is like, are they about to kick him out the NBA? Because of the fact I know how the NBA has been operating. The NBA is basically trying to control their image, and the image is it's black culture, and the owners of the NBA don't understand that. They're not from black culture. You only have Michael Jordan, who's a black owner. Everybody else, a lot of them are from other countries, and then you have older white men owning these teams or older white families owning these teams. So the image of the NBA is very important. My first thought was like, man, poor Ja Morant. They about to get him. I feel bad. Him, his family, everything. Like, he about to lose out on money over all of this. And then I looked at the video and I'm like, what is he doing? Like, what is
he doing?
Like, why is he thinking of this?
Yeah.
My second thought was when I saw everybody on TV talking about him. People talking about he's got to be the dumbest athlete ever. He's got to be the dumbest person of this generation. Why are you on national television talking down about this man? Like, if he's dumb, fools hit their head on the wall. So if he's a fool, if he's dumb, he's going to hit his head without you having to, throw some dirt on him while he's down. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that, brother? What's going on with that young man where he feels the need to be on Instagram with a gun? Is it just playing around? Is it like, some horseplay? Like, just messing around and you basically are acting funny or what? And then my third thought, I'm gonna give you my third thought. The NBA is gonna have to decide how hypocritical they want to be, because the NBA, every single time we watch an NBA game, you watch commercials where people are shooting each other. You're always watching commercials of the newest movie, the latest movie. Go and see it. Quickly, go and see it.
Yeah.
And on the commercial is people shooting each other with guns. These are the top actors. And they're like, well, he shouldn't be holding a gun because he's a role model. Well, these top actors are role models too. They're modeling a role in the movie. So why do they get to hold guns and stuff and not get fined? Well, the NBA is different. Okay, well, why does the NBA is very hypocritical in the way they want their players to be role models, but you got, Lord knows, look, you basically, they don't mind getting money off of sponsors like alcohol and movies that are promoting stuff like guns and violence and strippers and all types of stuff that are going on. You don't mind, like what are you trying to control? You're trying to control these players' lives to protect your investment. They're gonna have to decide how hypocritical they want to be.
Yeah.
There's nothing illegal done here. Yeah. And America is based on a gun. The foundation of America is the gun. The way Americans won and created this thing called the USA is through the gun. So it's a constitutional right to have a gun. If he wasn't doing anything that was unconstitutional or illegal, the NBA needs to calm them little selves down. And, the Memphis Grizzlies could talk with him and say, hey, as a team, we have team policies of what we want. But the way the media is going after him and the way these former NBA players and these celebrities on TV are talking about him as if they wasn't doing dirt at 24, 25 years old. This man wasn't harming anybody.
Yeah.
They're talking about him being a role model to kids. The NBA is not a role model.
Yeah.
The NBA, the league is not a role model. You know what I'm saying? The league is like on some nonsense. So it's really getting me frustrated, man. I might be done after this playoffs. I might have to boycott them. But after this playoffs, what's your thoughts, man? That's just a quick take or whatever on it. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah. So my initial thoughts, like when I first saw the video, was somebody released this video. So obviously we know what happened to him in his first situation with the video of him holding the gun and whatnot, right? My initial thought was this was before that first video, and somebody just released that video out trying to get back at him or something, right?
Right.
Then a few hours,
he wasn't the one recording the video, was he?
He wasn't. He wasn't recording it this time.
It was like no name, no money having was recording like he was really doing big things with the NBA player with a gun. Like, come on, man! Like,
it was just for memories,
man.
bro.
That's not even a friend or
but even I thought it was like, why you have to post that? But
bro.
But
there were so many situations where it's like, this. I understand why people are saying it was a dumb action.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah. So I thought it was like that or whatnot, right? Then a few hours later, right, I see that he's suspended from all team activities and whatnot, from Memphis Grizzlies and whatnot, from the organization and whatnot. So I'm like, alrighty, so this just happened recently, like today or yesterday, right? So my initial thoughts was, okay, like, what is he doing illegal, right? Like, are they saying he was waving guns in public, or was he like, it's not like he's breaking the law in any way, shape, or form, right? I don't know if the gun was registered or not, right? But it's like, to me, it sounds like he's not really breaking the law right here. And then you got to go back to the point with the NBA. It's like, alrighty, you guys have guns and stuff on TNT, right? During the NBA game. So while people's watching Game 7, while people's watching the Warriors, the Lakers, and whatnot, you guys have all these commercials and stuff, right? But you don't want your player to be seen online holding a gun. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's
like I said,
that funny?
Yeah, yeah.
You gonna make money off of the sponsors who are showing people shooting each other in a movie. But then when your NBA player gets on there, that's too the image is too much. That image is too much. You have to think about the children.
Yeah.
The NBA cares.
Yeah, it's like y'all got, like you said, they got Jack Daniels sponsored by the NBA.
Oh, man.
All the commercials, man.
The commercials, let me tell you something about the NBA commercials. It's alcohol, it's cars, it's movies. Most of the movies
have guns in it.
Most of the movies, I would say, are not children appropriate movies. The commercials of what they are promoting. Yeah. Sometimes they'll have like a Marvel movie coming out. Whatnot. A lot of those movies rated R. You can't even get into those movies under 17. You know, I know a lot of movie theaters let you in now, but I'm saying like it says under 17. Yeah. This movie's not for you. So why are you promoting that on the NBA if you want to think about the kids and think about the youth? Right. That's why this is some nonsense, man. Because now that I'm thinking about it, you can't tell me. And I told you this in the last situation with his gun video. Yeah. You can't tell me that if an athlete goes out there on Instagram showing himself with some shotgun rifles and he's going hunting or something like that for some deer or whatever, and he's showing that he would be suspended for showing a gun online. Right. This man's not. I understand if John Morant was doing something violent, if he was on there talking about, hey, we coming for you, we about to go at somebody. Yeah. He's on there. This is the culture right now. This is the hip hop culture right now. All the music videos, people have guns in them, fake guns, real guns, whatever it is. They're on there. This is the culture. This is what's being promoted all over the place. He's a product of the culture. Mm-hmm. So when he's doing something that might be insensitive, people are talking about how dumb he is. The thing that gets John Morant. This is the thing that gets John Morant. He apologized for that's the last situation. He was on TV with Jalen Rose talking about like I think he apologized to the whole city of Memphis, the team, the friends and family. He's like, I'm sorry for putting you on this situation. I want to do better for my daughter. So that's what incriminated him is you said all this and then went right back to doing what you were doing. That's where he messed up. But as far as the NBA, I'm not about to jump on the brother while he's down and throw some more dirt on him while he's down. When just 6 months ago, y'all was praising him and talking about this is the dunk of the year and this is maybe the most athletic point guard of all time. That's the problem. They want to be able to control his image, and you can't control everybody's image. But
the NBA can't control everyone's image.
If that's what the NBA is on, stand on it. If you want to be on this, y'all's an elite group. Y'all's obviously your own little initiation group. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few NBA players in the world. There's really not that many. You know, so if you're attached or associated with the NBA, there's a protocol. There's a it's like a club. It's like a social club. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody else understands it unless you've been a part of it. So that's basically what they're telling John Morant when there's saying you can't do this. And then because he didn't do nothing illegal. Mm-hmm. He's not pointing a gun at nobody. He's not shooting at nobody. He's in a car that's probably his, a car he probably owns or whatnot, and with a gun, if it's his or whatever the case is. I'm just so tired of these people acting like America ain't based on a gun. Like the gun, having and owning a gun is not a constitutional right. Yeah, it's a constitutional right to have a gun. Mm-hmm. Right. But not for the NBA. Not for the NBA. And then we can make money off of. Go ahead, you take the mic, brother.
Nah, man. My thing is all right. Like
I'm getting heated up now.
Nah, my thing is the NBA is like all right. You trying to control everyone's image or whatnot, but it's like who made John Morant a role model? Like no one said he was a role model. He's not a role model compared to like LeBron James or someone not famous, right? But my thing is who made him a role model, right? And then he's really not doing anything illegal. And so the NBA, like, look, people who watch the NBA, they're not really going to look at what they do on the off season or whatnot. They might keep up with what they're doing or whatnot, but no one's really looking at like John Morant or whatnot and being like, oh, he has a gun, now I gotta go out and get a gun. The majority of people is not doing that, right? And then the second thing is like, dude, just let the players play the game, man. Whatever they do in the off lives or whatnot, if they're not breaking the law, the NBA really shouldn't have anything they shouldn't have anything to do with their lives, man.
But it goes against the NBA agenda. The NBA wants to have this agenda like all these players. Yeah. They want to have this agenda like all these players come from the same place. Mm-hmm. Don't deal with the like.
Dude, there's people from different countries in the NBA.
There's different countries, different
cultures,
different upbringings. Everybody's different, and so it's an elite group. They're trying to make the image a certain way, as if they're some role models and some holy NBA, the holy NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, y'all not. Y'all's hypocrites. You know,
dude, we just want to see them.
The league is hypocritical. Yeah, the league is very hypocritical.
Dude, you know? All people want to see, man, is just they want to turn on ESPN or whatnot, and they want to see them play basketball, bro. So if they're not breaking no laws, man, there's no reason for you to be suspending him or whatnot.
Be honest. Yeah. To be honest, John Morant I mean, at some point you got to ask yourself if you really want to be a part of the league.
Yeah.
You can go overseas and make your money, but
he's already got the money.
For myself, I wouldn't have even known about this John Morant situation if ESPN wasn't sending me the notifications.
Exactly.
And I've turned off my ESPN notifications 3 times. I don't know why I'm still getting them. They break through your phone's notification bar.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was sent to me. Why are they sending me a video of John Morant with all this stuff talking about he's getting suspended again? I wouldn't have even known he was on Instagram with a gun unless I was following him on Instagram. And if I'm following him on Instagram, that has to do with me and John Morant. That has nothing to do with the NBA.
That had nothing to do with the NBA.
So
exactly.
Yeah, it's just hypocritical. But I really can't stand these people on TV talking about how dumb he is, and this got to be the dumbest person ever. This got to be the dumbest athlete of this generation. Some of the people talking about John Morant on TV, I really want you to think about some of the people talking about him on TV. Some of these former athletes. These people ain't no squeaky clean, holy, saint themselves.
Yeah.
And they're talking about this man who basically he did a move that's like it's like something when you're older, you're like, that's a dumb young person move to do because you're gonna mess up your
especially
money
when you're like famous or whatnot.
Right. Yeah. And this is why he shouldn't have apologized for the first thing. You can't back down, man. A lot of I've told you this before. A lot of things you apologize when you're wrong and when it's necessary.
Yeah.
But some things, if you want to stand, if that's who you are, John Morant, stand on it. That's who you are, and you're like, hey, this is what I do. This is what I am.
My thing and my thing with the NBA too is like, alrighty, like you said, when you're following someone on Instagram, if it's you and John Morant, no one's looking and saying, oh my goodness, the NBA is promoting guns and violence. Like, no one is even looking at the NBA. Like, I wasn't even thinking of the NBA until you said that.
Think about John Morant.
Yeah, nobody was
Lakers, Nuggets.
We're thinking about the playoffs.
The Miami and the Sun, and they want to bring up John Morant. I'm starting to like. There's something going on because the fact he apologized just a couple months ago, got suspended, and then went right back to doing it. Unless that video didn't get posted without his permission. I don't think the friend or whoever the other person was posted it without his permission. Regardless, it happened. But regardless, it's like, why are you even holding the gun?
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's like, why do you need to? But at the same time, it's like, you're not breaking any laws right here.
Yeah,
so it's like,
yeah, not at all.
I mean, my personal thing is like, it's not like he's bringing a gun into the locker room or whatnot, which the NBA prohibits, right? So at that point, it's like, all right,
he's in the off season.
The NBA, he's in the off season. He's doing he's doing
his
own
right now.
He's doing his own thing. He's living his personal life, bro. Like the NBA, even the Memphis organization doesn't really need to have anything to do with his life right now. You know,
and to be honest, I'm not even sure what the situation is, but I was wondering, does he feel he needs to carry a gun? Is he letting people know, hey, because people come after you. People do come after you.
Yeah,
and he's a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? People can catch him slipping. People can extort things. So does he feel the need to carry a gun, or is he just, hip hop culture and he's just, doing his own thing, making his own music?
I was reading this one article. It said like 60% of NBA players own guns.
This is America.
So, yeah, I'm like
America, you own guns, man.
Exactly.
I can't with the hypocrisy of everything. And so the only arguments I've heard from the other side of people talking about he needs to be suspended all year, he hasn't learned his lesson. They keep talking about this role model for the kids thing, and that's nonsense.
If that's the case,
they just trying to make it seem it's about the kids. That's nonsense. Talking about the NBA got the players.
They're cussing on TV.
On TV every single game, all on the court
during the post game and everything.
The NBA is not no role models. This is a highly competitive adult league, sports league. Highly competitive adult sports league. If you want to bring your kids to the game, bring them. But it's going to be adults doing adult things, drunk on the front row of the game. So don't sit here and get mad when a player steps out of what your role is for this good, nice little.
Not only that, bro. You got owners putting their hands on players, and the NBA don't do nothing about that.
Yeah, you it's like owners being racist,
the Phoenix Suns
and all types of stuff.
Yeah, hold on. The Phoenix Suns owner though literally put his hands on Jokic, and Jokic was defending himself, he got fined.
He did. Man, that's all I'm saying, man. A nickel.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
And he put his hands on him
first.
That was more violent than what John Morant did.
Exactly.
And he's still owner of the NBA. Just no fines, no nothing.
Jokic got fined $25,000.
I don't think any fine. He put on Twitter, I don't think any fines need to be dispersed from that
he knew what he did
or whatnot. Man,
he knew what he did. He knew he was doing.
That was the NBA is just showing who they are. I'm not mad. I might got a boycott later on. I'm not even mad. I'm not even going to worry about it. This is just who they are. This is who they showing who they are. But all you people on TV talking bad about John Morant and stuff like that, we understand he made a young move. Like, that was a dumb decision. Everyone's like, where is his dad? Like, where is his mom? Like, someone grab that boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And everyone keeps talking about he's not about that life. He's from the suburbs. Half of your rappers are from the suburbs. Half of your rappers acting tough are from the suburbs.
90%.
On the 90%. Real, it's fake. All of this stuff is fake. Half of the movies, people playing roles of gangsters and stuff like that, it's all fake. The real gangsters are in prison. So everybody out here doing stuff, holding a gun don't make you trying to be tough or whatever. Like, it's just... You know, right now it's the hip hop culture, and it's where it's at. And maybe they don't want that image. They've never wanted that image in the NBA. You know, the NBA is what.
Well, the NBA doesn't even have that image. It's like
it doesn't.
No one.
NBA kids for the kids.
What LeBron James does, what Steph Curry does, what John Morant does. If it's not at the stadium or not, no one's looking. Like, if it's not in the game, actually, no one's looking at the NBA and be like, "Oh my goodness, they support this." Or whatnot, or they're against this or whatnot. No one is looking at the NBA. The NBA knows they're not going to lose any money off of that. Right. So I don't know what the issue is, but yeah, that's my thoughts on.
Let us know y'all thoughts on this situation. Are y'all for, or do y'all feel? This is the question. Not are y'all for the suspension or not? Because that's going to happen. There's going to be consequences for what happened, especially now that so many people have come out talking about how dumb
because the media,
the media played a.
We saw how that happened with Kyrie.
Yeah. Oh, they always got to have a whipping boy. They always got to have somebody that they can just beat into submission. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always got to have that. That's a good storyline or whatever. And then everybody else can feel better about themselves by talking about how dumb somebody else is. Man, go back to what you were doing at 24. If you've been 24, some of y'all haven't even been 24 yet. Y'all is younger than 24. Go back to what you were doing at 24. Like, you made some dumb decisions. I'm 30. Mm-hmm. 24, I made some dumb decisions. I hope never were publicized on Instagram and ESPN and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, just the way people are talking about this man, talking about he needs to be kicked out the league, and it don't make a difference to you. Mm-hmm. You're not getting this man's contract. You're not this man or his family. Like, don't throw dirt on someone when you already know them people coming for him. So, that's my thoughts. I know we want to get into basketball, but this is the talk right now. And it's I can't get away from it. I'm on my phone on YouTube. Everything. I keep putting not interested. Don't recommend this channel. Everything is about this John Morant situation. I'm like, why are they going overboard with this right now?
Exactly.
I don't think they like the image of a black man with a gun. I've said that before. I really don't think that's the image they ever want, because anybody else get on there with a gun. I don't think Max McClung gets suspended for being on Instagram and showing a gun. I don't think that would have happened.
Who?
Max McClung.
Max.
NBA dunk contest guy. Yo, man.
Matt McClung.
Matt?
Yeah.
Matt? Okay.
I think so.
I don't know his name.
I don't even know. He's not even in the NBA. I don't even know his name, man. But yeah, I mean.
But he wouldn't be. It's just they want John Morant.
But obviously now, I don't think any other NBA player is going to do that because they don't want their money to be affected or whatnot. But I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's my thoughts.
The NBA is going to have to make a decision about their policies and what's illegal in the country, because dude, if it's a constitutional right to hold a gun, that goes above and beyond
your policy.
Me being with your NBA. There's a reason why it's a constitutional right to hold a gun. As a black man, you should be holding a gun. Let's go there for a second, because I was trying not to bring race into it. I was trying not to bring race into this.
Yeah.
As a black man, you should be holding a gun. We just had a black man get murdered on the light rail in New York by not even police. Not even police are killing us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're talking about, oh, well, he was threatening and stuff like that. So now this man, as a black man, you need to be holding a gun. Go ahead and let's get on to these conference finals. You have anything you want to say about the John Morant situation?
Nah, man, those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. I mean,
I'm not trying to keep y'all here on this whole thing.
Yeah, man. Like you said, the NBA's got to decide, man.
Yeah, and
they just got to decide on that.
I hope the best for John Morant, because I mean,
yeah, I don't even think he should he shouldn't be suspended for a game, but I feel like a lot of people know it's gonna happen. Bro. He shouldn't be suspended at all. He shouldn't even be fined. Like, he honestly,
Memphis really should sit down and talk with him and say these are our rules.
He should sit down and talk with Memphis. I mean, because not the other way around.
He should sit down with Memphis.
Yeah, because at this point it's like they're making him. I mean, they're out here suspending him twice. It's been twice. It's mean at this point I would. Yeah, at this point I wouldn't even want to be with the organization no more. Yeah. It's like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if he did something illegal, I understand a team being like, hey, we can't support that or whatnot. Or honestly, keep it 100. When Kobe had his case going on in Denver, the Lakers stood by him more than the Memphis Grizzlies are standing by him, and he was being accused of something. So that lets me know that the Lakers sat down with Kobe, talked about the facts of what happened. Can we stand by you? Do we know what happened? Understand the facts? Because the Lakers didn't suspend Kobe while he was being accused of rape and going through a rape trial. They let him play. Yeah, he was still. He never got suspended for that. I think he sat out some games or whatever because he probably told him what the real deal was. He got on TV with his wife and said, "Hey, I didn't rape anybody. I committed adultery. I didn't rape anybody." Yeah. So with this John Morant situation, they're just leaving him out hanging. Mm-hmm. He obviously...
the organization is not by your side.
I'm like...
So it's like...
They kicked out your best friend, Dylan Brooks, sent him to China. Shout out to him, do his thing. I mean, I know he had a rough year or whatever, but the NBA just wants to control the image. That's why they bring in over all the international players, because you won't have that issue with the international players.
Yeah.
You know? And it's an elite group. The NBA is an elite group. It's a social club, and they're creating their social standards. Yeah. And I think the players are just going to have to understand, you're a part of that elite group, and it's not ran by you and your people. So you're going to be judged by someone outside of your culture. Yeah. But
that's my thoughts. That's your thoughts.
People who don't even watch basketball are talking about, man, I heard John Morant, he did something dumb. You don't even know this man. Like, he didn't harm nobody. That's my thing. If you're not harming nobody, they find Anthony Edwards for saying the word queer on Instagram. Yeah. He said the word queer on his Instagram Live, and they find him for being homophobic, for homophobic remarks.
That's what I'm saying.
They're controlling these players'
If you're not doing anything illegal, bro, the NBA they don't need to fine you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's my thoughts. And it's not even in the game, bro. You know, so
this is an American
like you said,
man.
Like you said,
have guns.
Like you said,
I don't know what they. I don't know what they're talking about. You can own a gun, but if you show the gun, if you show that you own the gun, you can be suspended. Yeah. But you're allowed to own the gun, but you cannot show that you have a gun.
Yeah. Like you said, man.
It's a joke, man. It's a joke.
The NBA is just showing where they're at with the players or whatnot.
Let's get into some basketball, brother. You want to start with the West or to the East?
Man, let's not start with Philly. Let's start with that, actually. Let's go ahead and start with the East.
Okay. Miami.
Boston.
Ooh, now this is a rematch, right? This is a rematch from... Was it last year?
No, I don't believe so.
Last year, Boston went to the finals. They beat Miami, right?
No.
They didn't beat Miami? Who'd they beat?
No clue. I think they beat more. I cannot remember.
I think Boston beat Miami last year.
Nah, because Miami got swept by Milwaukee last year.
Okay, so maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, maybe a few years ago.
I think they played each other. Whatever year Miami went to the finals. Whatever year Miami went to the finals.
Yeah, in the bubble.
Was that in the bubble?
Yeah.
You're right. So I think that year they went to the.
It's too long for me.
But we're gonna have another rematch of that series.
Well, yeah, man.
Boston versus Miami. Shout out to Miami, an 8 seed, a play-in team, winning, getting to the 8 seed, and then from the 8 seed, getting all the way to the conference finals. Yeah, that's the culture. I think they're like the
4th or 5th team to do that. So yeah, shout out to them.
That's the culture they have, and that's a really great thing.
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting series. I'm not going to lie. Boston, on paper, should win the series. Obviously,
they gave them like a 97% chance to win.
Okay. They have more talent. They have a deeper team.
Roster, yeah.
You can only put 5 guys on the court, though. That's the thing. You can only put 5 guys on the court, and Miami's 5 can deal with the 5 from Boston. It's going to be all the little specifics. I think Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley will figure out. And Udonis Haslam.
Them role players from Miami's going to have to show up, though.
Udonis Haslam, he's going to be like, any of y'all go out there and don't want to play, y'all got to come back here and deal with me. Y'all got to deal with me.
You're not getting on this jet home.
Y'all going to take your own ride home. But,
Jimmy
Butler's going to have a great game. Adebayo, I think Adebayo's gonna have a good series.
You think so?
I think Adebayo's gonna have a good series. I knew he wasn't gonna have a good series against Philadelphia. It'd be too big.
Yeah.
But if you're
Al
looking
Horford.
at Boston,
They're a pretty
who's
small
gonna stop
team.
Adebayo on Boston out on the boards and stuff?
I mean,
They got Robin.
the only big person is Al Horford, right?
Al Horford and Williams. They got Williams.
Yeah,
but I just think none of them are fit
to guard
deal with Adebayo.
Yeah.
The way he plays, kind of off the ball sometimes and going crashing the boards all the time. I think he's going to have a good series. Jimmy Butler's going to be playoff Jimmy.
I think I think I agree with you. I think he's only going to have a good series though if Jimmy Butler's putting up good points and whatnot. Because if he's able to have a distraction, right? Because obviously I'm not saying he could take over the game, but he's going to need like Jimmy Butler or some other player to help him out.
You're gonna need Jimmy Butler to be scoring, and it's gonna be important
that Kyle
Lowry's a scorer too.
Yeah,
Kyle Lowry's gonna have to hit,
and you're gonna need that player from the bench, right? You're gonna need someone to come in just like maintain you while Jimmy Butler is sitting down and whatnot. Because that was Tyler Hero, but they don't have him right now, so that's gonna be tough.
Wow. Yeah, in Boston, obviously, it's a tough place to play in Boston. It's a tough series, but it's gonna be a fun series. I'm gonna go with.
But you can't forget the coaching though.
The coach is
key. You got a rookie coach. It's like an experienced coach.
A champion coach.
Championship coach.
Champion coach on the other side.
Yeah.
2-time champion, right?
2-time, I believe. Yeah. So you gotta take that into consideration, bro. And hey, from what I've been hearing, Joe Mazzulla, I believe his name is from Boston or whatnot. He got his team to the conference finals, right? But from what I've been hearing, right, is he's been acting like a rookie the last series or whatnot. Right? In terms of like in terms of like preparation for the game and whatnot. That's just what I've heard. So, but like I said, he's figured it out and whatnot. But you got to take coaching into consideration.
They lost that game 5 on their home court in Boston to Philadelphia. Boston lost that game 5.
Yeah, then they won 2 straight though. But
everyone was like, "Oh, that's the rookie coaching," But I'm rooting for Miami. As you can tell, I'm rooting for Miami. I think Miami. I root for the underdog. So when you come out with a 97% chance that Boston's winning, I'm going for the underdog in that situation. But on paper, Boston is the team. It's going to be Boston's the team that have more scores.
Yeah,
they have more scores, and I think that's why Jimmy Butler's going to have to be going off with scoring. Kyle Lowry, Gabe Vincent's going to have to hit shots.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson's going to have to hit shots. Yeah. Like everyone's gonna have to be on the A game for Miami. Like I said, there's still an AC for a reason. So it's still gonna be a good series, but they're still AC, so you gotta take that into consideration.
Definitely. So
I think I think Boston has more All-Stars than Miami right now, right? Like Miami, you're just looking at Jimmy Butler, and then you got everyone else, right? Kyle Lowry, he's cool, he's a champion, right?
Sometimes Adebayo's an All-Star, but
sometimes he plays like All-Star. But you got Jason Tatum, you got Jaylen Brown, and then Marcus Smart's going to do his thing and whatnot. They're both good defensive players. So, I mean, it's going to be tough. It's gonna be a tough one for Miami and whatnot. But I think
Miami might get that first game in Boston though.
Boston's a tough crowd, man.
Yeah,
they might, but Boston might be tired in first game though. So they might have Miami might have a little something on that.
Miami's been chilling since when?
I think they've been chilling since like last week.
Yeah, they had a little bit more rest than Boston. Yeah, Boston had to play Sunday. And Miami's last game was
Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, they're gonna be rested too.
Yeah, they've been alright, man. And Jimmy Butler's been playing good too. So,
Jimmy Butler got hurt last series though, right?
He did,
but he's good.
He's good. It was just a little sprained ankle or whatnot. But yeah, I think like you said, when you look at it and you go into the role players and whatnot, they got like Derek Wright and a few other role players and whatnot. Boston's been playing more like a team though. Okay. Even though they've lost those games against Philly and whatnot, I know your thoughts about Philly, but they still are playing more like a team. So I think when it's all said and done, Boston will come out on top at this series. But
okay. Boston in 7 for you. Boston in 6. Boston in 5. Boston in 4. Sweet.
Nah. Nah, Jimmy Butler's not getting swept again. Okay. Nah, I'll go ahead and say Boston in 7. Boston in 7. That's because of coaching for me.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? You think it's sweet?
I want to say Miami in 7, but that's going to be tough, a game 7 in Boston.
If Miami's gonna win though, it's gotta be in Game 6. They gotta win at their home court. They can't go back to Boston in Game 7.
I say Miami in 7.
Miami in 7.
I say Miami in 7.
All right.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to this and see. Right. I say Miami in 7. Yeah, they're gonna win in Boston. If they win, if it's a Game 6, I don't see. I think Boston can win in Miami on a Game 6. So that's my thoughts. That's my personal thought. What else is happening? Lakers Nuggets. We're gonna get into that one.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into that one.
Get into that Lakers Nuggets series. That's the series. Well, the Lakers beat the Warriors. You want to talk about that? What was your thoughts on that?
It was an interesting one because, what did I say though? I said, hey, if Anthony Davis could stay inside and whatnot, he'll be all right or whatnot. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, he played big. They were saying if he played big, played down low, the Warriors can't deal with him. Draymond Green did his best, but he can't deal with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is 7 foot tall. Like it's what it is, and lanky, like long arms, lanky. So he took care of business with that one. He definitely took care of business. I think with this Lakers Nuggets series, Nuggets are a whole different team, man. Nuggets aren't small like the Warriors. All 5 of their players are tall. Jamal Murray's their shortest player. He's tall.
Yeah.
Gordon, Jokic, Jeff Green, Porter Jr. All these guys are like tall athletes, long, lanky.
They're tall and athletic too.
Yeah, and
except Jokic, yeah.
so Lakers can match that. They got Chimera. They got what's his name? Beasley. Is it Beasley? What's my man's name?
Beasley. They got
Beasley.
AR. They got Austin Reeves.
They got some people who
Dennis Schroeder. They got a squad.
Yeah.
The Lakers have a good team. Yeah. I realized that against the Warriors. They got a good team, bro. Lonnie Walker, right?
Yeah. He
showed up for a game.
The thing is, LeBron is so smart. He's gonna know how to play Denver, and that's what we're seeing right now. Well, that's what everyone's witnessing right now is the intelligence, the basketball intelligence of LeBron to be able to be able to see him direct that team against the Warriors was crazy. Like he was calling out plays that the Warriors were going to do. He knew exactly how to stop this or that. He was playing off the ball. He's like, I'm not even going to have to. He's like, I had to be away from the ball in order for the game to change. Y'all can't not focus on me, but that person over there can now do their isolation. Mm-hmm. So very interesting.
And I think Jokic on Anthony Davis is going to be a good matchup.
I think that
I don't know if Anthony Davis is going to
get himself,
but is he going to get in foul trouble? Like you just don't know, So that's going to be an interesting one. And Jokic can shoot 2 out there on the 3. So you bring Anthony Davis out there, you get him in pick and rolls with Jamal Murray and whatnot. That could be a tough one.
Jamal Murray's what scares me with the Denver Nuggets. Yeah. I know the Lakers can deal with Denver, but Jamal Murray,
if he goes off, man,
and he can, and I think if you do shut down Joker in one way or the other, as far as like cutting down his scoring or make sure he doesn't score, Jamal Murray, who's guarding Jamal Murray? You're probably gonna switch different defenders on him.
Yeah, they're gonna probably Austin Reeves. Lonnie Walker.
No. What's my man's name?
They like Austin Reeves guarding players.
What's my man's name who just got there from Minnesota Timberwolves?
Man.
From Minnesota Timberwolves.
From Minnesota?
Yeah. Minnesota Timberwolves, dark skin, has the twist. What's his name?
I don't know who you talking about, bro.
On the Lakers.
Bro.
Bro, you know who I'm talking about. Vanderbilt?
They don't play.
What's his name? He's the one Russell Westbrook got into it with, where he was throwing the basketball back and forth. What's his name?
Nah, bro, he doesn't play with.
Who?
The person from Minnesota. I'm telling you, bro. I watched the Lakers.
No, this guy plays, but he's.
If I saw a picture of him, though, I'd probably recognize him. Yeah.
I think he could be the person who ends up guarding Murray.
Either way, they're just gonna run pick and rolls on Anthony Davis probably. So that's why I say Anthony Davis he's gonna have to be able to guard Jamal Murray.
I think the thing for Denver is still they're trying to peak.
Yeah.
LeBron's already won championships and everything, so he's like, okay, I'm doing my thing. But I think Denver's still are like, where are we at? Mm-hmm. Are we championship ready? Because if Denver makes it to the finals, Miami's not beating Denver. Denver.
Yeah.
The only chance of beating Denver would be Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Boston Celtics have enough. That would be probably a nicely matched series, but that would be crazy. But I think LeBron's gonna figure it out, and I think Lakers are gonna beat Denver.
You know what though? Last time Jamal Murray got hurt mid-series, like he had a hip injury
Against the Lakers.
Yeah,
Wow.
in the bubble. So he had a hip injury. Take all that into consideration and whatnot.
Take all that into consideration.
And the fact that Denver, their team has played together for the last few years, and they've all pretty much stuck together, right? Eric Gordon, Mike Porter Jr., and whatnot. They've all pretty much stayed together. Jokic, Jamal Murray.
This would be the year to do
the
it.
Lakers, they got a team. They got a nice team, but they've only been together for like a few months and whatnot. So at that point, it's like I got Denver winning. This could be a game 6 or 7. I can't really pin the game. But it could be a game 6 or 7, depending on how the Lakers play. Like, really depending on Anthony Davis. I know LeBron's going to do his thing, right? Like you said, he's going to control the pace and whatnot. But I think Denver will come on top.
Definitely.
What do you guys' thoughts, though?
You got Denver, I got LA. So we both have different picks in both the series.
Wow.
That's good. We get to see who.
See.
That means somebody's going to be right. Somebody on S&J is going to be right.
Yep.
But yeah, I enjoyed talking these playoffs with you. I know we kind of started off with this John Morant situation. That got the fire inside me going. I was like, man, I started thinking about how hypocritical this is, and that's one thing I can't stand. I cannot stand people acting holy and being hypocritical about it. So it's crazy,
right?
Seeing that with the NBA. But Lakers series starts tomorrow night, I believe.
Tomorrow night, 5:30.
Well, I'll be there.
It's gonna be a good one. Denver got home court advantage. They say the air quality is different in Denver.
Oh, it is.
So
it is. Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. What's your what? Anything else you got to say on those?
Nah,
series
man.
Or games
that's it. That's literally it. We keep you guys updated.
I know the NBA draft. I know they're doing.
I think it's in
lottery or something coming up, and everyone's talking about this Victor Wembanyama, and it's just too much pressure on him before he even gets to the NBA. He might get drafted and then get hurt in the summer and not even play this year. So I'm not even getting involved in that until I see him really do some stuff on the court. You know what I'm saying? On the NBA court.
I don't even think they should have their players be playing in the summer league if he's that big for your team. Like, you don't need to put him out there in summer league.
Right. You're right. You're definitely right.
Because we saw that with Chet Hologram or whatever his name was for the
Thunder. I haven't seen him all year, but he is going to come back with the Thunder, and Thunder going to be even better.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's my thoughts, man.
Did we? You know what? We still haven't gotten to them all NBA teams, but we have to do that another time, man. We be talking about so much stuff when we get on here, so we can only cover what we cover.
Hey,
the main topics get hit.
We'll do its own video on that one, guys.
Yeah.
But real quick, guys, S&A Sports Talk, like I said, YouTube, obviously, you're probably watching us on here, but Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everything else, guys. All the podcast platforms. Check us out on Instagram, guys.
Definitely.
And, at S&A Sports Talk.
Man.
Anything else?
Been a year and a half on here, man. We doing the thing, man.
We just keep rolling.
We got the blooper video ready.
Right.
Woo, we got that blooper
ready.
video coming. I'll be laughing to the blooper videos even when we're editing it. I'm just laughing. I'm looking at some of the stuff, so I'll be excited when you all get to enjoy that with us. So we're still working on that.
Yep. Alrighty, guys. Y'all take care.
Y'all be smooth.
Peace.
Appreciate y'all.